Looks like we are live. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of the Narik Chase channel. I'm your boy Narik Chase, and with me is co-host again, Madam B.
Hi.
And we are on episode 150 of the Breaking the Base channel.
Yay.
Yes, right here. Right here. And I messed up and didn't get no audio for like audiences clapping and but this is 100 and 100 episode 150. We have got to 150. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I'm proud of us. Viva la pause. But let me go ahead and bust this beat for y'all, good people. That's badass. I like that. I like that. Shout out to Tommy Sotomayor. That's how I found out how to do all of this stuff. So I'm good with that. Thank you, brother. You're awesome. Now, let's go ahead and get into the conversation. We are, again, continuing on with our marathon of Pretty Little Liar, uh, Pretty Little Liar type topics. And I totally forgot to put this on private. It's public. It's actually public. It's okay. It's okay. It's gonna save this, but oh well. It's okay. It's okay. It is episode 150, so why not go ahead and go with it? We are going to be talking about Pretty Little Liars once again, and this time we found another article on ScreenRant concerning it. The title is called 12 Couples That Hurt Pretty Little Liars, as well as 8 That Saved It. So, of course, we are going to be talking about that, and you're probably going to hear me rant again about Arya and Ezra. So, yeah. Just get ready for that. It's going down. It's going down.
Okay. In the Pretty Little Liars series, there's a lot of romance in Rosewood. There are people that didn't need to be together that made absolutely no sense. Um,
I'm thirsty.
and it just got in the way of their lives. They put their lives on the line for just just so either they could be with that person or they could do whatever. Anyway, here we go. They said this hurt the series. I think it did. Mike and Mona, made no sense.
Yeah.
As you all know, Mona was in high school when Mike was still like a little scrawny little teen. So I'm like, yeah, he grew up to be built and all that, but really? So it's just, they're just gonna go with that.
See, the thing about that whole issue is you can't have someone as important and as interesting a character as Mona is to such a weak, one-dimensional character like Mike. Mike is literally just a dumb character all around.
Throughout the whole series, when they was doing all that, Mike was a total asshole.
Mm-hmm.
And
literally one of the most unlikable characters in the show.
But all of that, it was just a thing of Mona's to get closer to Ari and them. Like,
I don't understand that. All you had to do is just don't do nothing stupid. That's
so
it.
yeah, that was all Mike was, and I guess he developed feelings for her or he was playing, but I think he did um, develop feelings for her because it seemed like at first I thought maybe Mike is A because when they did that they tried to bring his character in so strong it didn't work. So we all knew Mike was an asshole. Mike did stuff that didn't need. He broke in people's houses, and his parents looked the other way.
If I had that, I'd punch him straight in the face.
So
wow.
And then now you're gonna have Mike come back and give him and try to do a thing with Mona. No, it didn't work.
And plus that whole thing where he was going out into the woods and put gummy bears and
right. But pretty soon the answer's gonna get to him.
Like that was dumb. It didn't make any sense. Like I said, Mike is such a dumb character. And it'd been different if he was developed.
Right.
Over the course of the series. He didn't. He was still the same dumb character with no development. And it's stupid because his sister is going through all of this stuff. Almost getting killed several times. Not ones that he showed concern for.
Right? It was like, I don't care. Slam door in face.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Although Arya ain't got much room to talk anyway, but
Anyway, and as we mentioned in the other videos, Emily and her, what do you call them?
booms.
Emily and her relationships. Like I said, every person that came into Emily's life, it was a woman, and she turned out to be lesbian. But they did pick one out. They said that it saved it. Emily and Samara. Now I'm gonna take a quick moment to try
Samara.
to remember who.
That was after Paige, right?
Yeah, she was. They said she stole Emily away from Paige. Oh yeah, she was doing that, working for the lesbian community, and she was trying to get Emily to go be a part of it. It really didn't.
I totally like skipped over that part.
Yeah, but anyway, they said it showed that it supported the community. I get that, but it was, you put too much of it in the show. They put too much of it in the show.
Their relationship saved it because of her activism for gay people. When the entire series Emily's gay,
Right. But
that's stupid.
Yeah, so I think they just put a little bit too much butter on that bread. A little soggy.
It probably would have been better had there been some kind of what you call it. If people were a bit biased towards gay people in the show, then that would have made a little bit more sense.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody gives a shit. So that was, it's forced.
All right, and here's your favorite one.
Oh, I can't stand these two. Arya and Ez. I can't stand these sons of bitches. I don't like the characters. One, because Ezra's an asshole. He literally sat here, took advantage of this girl, knowing what the hell could have happened. My whole problem is this: he continues it. If he'd have did it like the first season,
mm-hmm.
and was like, "Look, this is too much for me. I got to break it off," then it'd have been cool because you could actually see him being like, "Okay, he's got common sense," but he doesn't.
And like
he doesn't.
We read in the last post, they put the lesbian thing in there to say they show support. So why did you put that in there to say you show support for a teacher dating a student?
And you're committed to it. If there was like one storyline they committed to that they kept with, that nothing changed. Everybody else still changed. That one storyline that didn't change, even the whole thing with Allison changed.
Yeah.
Them two didn't.
Yeah, so it's like, it's illegal, but we're gonna keep sticking to it. We're gonna show them, like.
And also, with the whole 5-year thing, they broke up before that girl. Look, 5 years this girl was not there. No contact with this asshole. And what happened? She hadn't moved on. 5 years.
Yeah, the reason, and she, the book editor thing, she got on that book so she could be near Ezra. Like I said,
that doesn't make sense. Maybe if it happened during the 5-year period, like within like a year or something. You know what I'm saying? Mm. She did it so they can but not after 5 years after you haven't talked to this guy. Mm-hmm. That's stupid. And then on top of it, they got married at the end. It doesn't make sense. Why is this asshole in jail? Gosh.
Okay. Okay. Let's take another one. Let's get your mind off that one. Okay. I agree with them. This one saved it. Spencer and Toby.
The most believable. It was the most believable.
It was.
Toby was a cool character. Yes, Spencer is a dumbass.
She did some dumb
she did stuff. The dumbest stuff anybody could have done on the show, and she deserved to got shot for it, which she did. So hopefully she learned a lesson. But honestly, like before all of that, she started doing stupid stuff. They actually were the most believable. Mm-hmm. Toby was probably the most well-rounded guy in the cast. He was the most likable one. His situation was like really bad, especially all that stuff Jenna made him do.
Oh yeah.
And then you have Spencer, and that's why I like them because Spencer did have some trap. Out of all the liar, Pretty Little Liar, whatever you want to call them, she actually had like the most tragic story. Cause stuff like bad stuff happened to her. Like
Mm-hmm.
bad stuff happened to all of them, but she got it the worst. She got what was it? She was about to go to jail.
Oh yeah.
She was crying about that. She had the what you call it? Went crazy.
Yeah.
Was about to
When.
overdose, about to kill herself, addiction and stuff. Like, but honestly, those two characters were actually the best. Now, the problem I have with their relationship was when it ended, it should have ended,
Mm-hmm.
but they end up getting back together. That I don't like the circumstances how they got back together. It should have just ended because you don't like she don't deserve him. That's it. That's
Right.
she don't. She does too much stuff that don't make no
And
sense.
oh god, at the end, that storyline with see, she was so forgettable. I can't even remember her name. The one that he was supposed to marry and did. Then she died. I'm like,
In a
what?
car crash. In the most
Like, what the hell? You're gonna have her die?
and the most generic killing you can do. This like we can't go. Out of all of the killers that they put in this series, it's like calculated and took effort. They just took her out and like what was it? They ran into a tree.
Um, I think something.
How fast were they going?
It was something,
It was like
but
they were doing
but
35.
basically a car crash.
I was like no. And but anyways, like I said, for the most part, yes. Not towards the end, the second ending, no.
Mm.
But the first ending, yeah, yeah. I like really like their characters.
Okay, I do agree with this one. In fact, it seemed like I don't remember much. I remember a little bit, but because it was so forgettable. Now we already got Arya and Ezra, so now we have Jenna and Garrett. Jenna, a teenager, like the other liars. Garrett was a cop. Like I said, the it seemed like every cop that came to Rosewood was
Was
attracted to one of them.
mm-hmm. It goes back to what we were saying. Every time you see a new character,
An
they got
adult, so they keep pushing. See, they're pushing. They pushed it all the way through the series.
mm-hmm.
That okay, yeah, we support the lesbian community, but we also support whatever you want to call that word, a teenager being with an older man.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna push that all the way.
And it'd been okay
So
if it was just one, but they kept doing it. They kept doing it. Like, what is wrong with these people? And I like Jenna, and her playing to this cop guy was like no, was nothing like what wasn't cool. It's like not cool. It wasn't interesting at all. I don't even remember this fool's name, and I'm actually just staring at the paper, the screen like 2 seconds ago.
yeah,
It's just such a. And then Garrett was his name Garrett. Garrett was a sucky character in a way, and I'm glad he died. Did he die?
yeah, he died.
I'm glad he died.
It's like I told you, all it is they're either uh, douchebags and die, or just say douchebags.
And then what's getting me is he's a cop. You know not to do that.
A dirty cop,
And then
and all the cops turn out to be dirty.
and then think about it is all of these people getting these relationships with these students, and nobody freaking knows. I don't understand it. And to be honest with you, and I'm stupid because I didn't notice this either. I didn't
What?
realize he was that old. I knew he was a cop. I didn't think it.
Yeah.
It never crossed my mind he's actually an adult.
Hmm. This next one, I had to read it all to actually know what they were talking about. Spencer and Ian. I totally forgot about this. It didn't last long because it was so short. But like I said, it goes. Ian was much older than Spencer. Like I said, it keeps going back to that number one point. So then Ian went for Melissa, just like um, Ren went for Spencer, then went back to Melissa.
What the hell? I thought it was both of them like Melissa, because I didn't see everything. I thought both like Melissa, and then just started trying to holler at Spencer. But
it
they literally wanted Spencer. Since they couldn't have Spencer, they went for a sister.
yeah, it happened quite a few times actually.
What the hell is wrong with this series? This lady, this lady that wrote this. I hope the books aren't like this. But Ian was a dumb character anyway. I don't care what nobody says. He's literally one of the most shadiest looking characters the entire series.
Right, he looks like it. He looks like he's ready to kill somebody. What, I think he was working in the school. Everyone was working in the school.
Wasn't he a teacher? Like a gym teacher or something? Or a football coach or something like that.
Some kind of game that Spencer plays.
Croquet?
No, no.
Tennis? I don't know.
Field hockey.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
You did like this. I'm like.
So, yeah. Um, in a way, yeah, this next one, but she didn't last long enough. Emily and Maya, she didn't last long enough. It's like, because, hell, Maya turned out to be a little shady too. She was hiding secrets from Emily. So, but she was the one that had, told Emily, yeah, it's okay to come out, blah, 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 but I don't think that was like,
Wait, that's dumb. Did you hear what this person wrote on here?
what?
Essentially, leaving her boyfriend for her, the change in Emily was immediate, as she seemed noticeably more peaceful with herself. Shut the hell up! Maya caused all that girl stripes and heartbreak and stuff. They don't shut up with that.
Yeah, because
Gosh.
it's like Emily was going on like a little roller coaster ride. Like she didn't know. Okay, I want her. No, I want him. So
I guess I can
and then
understand her being confused, but I was like, and Maya helped her with that. No, she didn't. Maya did all this stuff that sent her down the path of heartbreak and that she went
but
through.
when it was immediate, it was immediate. I'm talking about she started dating girls, like kissing them in school and crap like that. Like damn.
I can understand you trying to figure it out, but you ain't gonna be like, "Ooh, I do like girls." No, no, come on now. You'll take. And then the thing about it is, if she didn't like dudes, what's she dating a dude?
Right. That was in the first season. Anyway, um, they said that the memories will be remembered fondly. There were a few times in the series after Maya got killed that Emily did bring her up, but there were more. She had more memorable relationships with other people, like Paige,
Paige
than
is the only person.
than with Maya. But she keeps bringing it back to Maya. Oh, I miss Maya
Paige
and
is
stuff
the
like
only
that.
person that Emily dated that was of any substance and not substance abuse. Let me stop doing that. Ashley, who the hell is Ashley?
Hannah's mom.
I hated that lady because she was stupid, and she was sitting here having sex with Wilden, whatever this fool's name is. I didn't like, and I like how she did it because she was trying to be slick with it. She was having sex with this guy to make sure her daughter didn't get in trouble for stealing some shades. That was stupid. Who wrote this? And it's like, okay, Wilden, that's what you're doing?
Wilden.
Whatever his name is, that's what you're gonna do. You trying, this woman gave you some ass, and now you're gonna overlook what her daughter doing.
Like I told you, every the cops all there they seem to draw either, I wouldn't say attraction to, I wasn't gonna say Wilden had an attraction to Ashley, but
I think he had more of an attraction to her daughter.
I think so.
And this quote unquote relationship, they didn't have no couple. They were just having sex.
Right, just so Hannah wouldn't go to jail.
Yeah, and who had want to have sex with her mom anyway? Looking like Skeletor. Looking like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat.
Okay, this is when I told you, like, I didn't see Noah for a while in the series, and all of a sudden, here he is working with Allison, and they tried to bring him back to try to make him, I guess, kind of like a sympathetic character, a good. No, and then this is when he was dating uh Jenna, Jenna and Noel. Like I said,
Wait, is that the guy that got his head cut off?
yeah.
Oh, that was stupid. But
Yeah,
uh,
I didn't. They said this saved it.
Noel and Jenna's relationship.
Uh, they said Noah was as evil and manipulative as Jenna was. I can kind of see that, but it still don't mean that. I mean, come on now, because if they were that crazy, like already, and then they get together, it's like you wouldn't trust the other person.
I didn't see nothing good about their relationship in the slightest.
So, uh, yeah, this one pissed me off. There was no relationship with them. In fact, I don't know what happened with Caleb and Miranda because according to Caleb, Miranda left that night that Hannah left him. That Hannah went back to Rosewood. So yeah, that hurt them bad because they're trying to make a spinoff of some supernatural stuff. And they did say that
They said
Hannah did do a come on there for like an episode.
they
But
said they took a they took a page from Baywatch and started and pulled the Baywatch nights. Because at Baywatch, it was about the scuba them doing the surfing and stuff and on the beach. But Baywatch nights, they was like in a paranormal investigations unit. Paranormal detectives, whatever they was, and they was actually dealing with supernatural threats. Although I do got the vampire episode downloaded because I do like that one. I'm sorry.
but because of that, because of the Caleb and Miranda thing, like what happened on Ravenswood, don't know. Uh, of course that's how him and Hannah broke up. Nobody was happy about that, which is why it was canceled after one season. And so
I
Caleb and
didn't.
Hannah,
They weren't even a good couple in the first place.
well, some people were pretty upset about it. It didn't make no sense.
The whole thing about Caleb and Hannah was this: Hannah took care of this grown dude, and he could do, and he did, and he did bad stuff, hacking into people's phones and stuff. And I'm like, where'd you get access to all this, to hacking phones and hacking security system? Toby is my boy Toby over here is out here doing odd jobs working. What are you doing? Nothing.
There were many times in the series where you just want to say like why. There were times when Arya messed up her relationships because all she wanted was Ezra, and one of them times is with Jake. He was the martial
Martial
arts
arts
instructor,
instructor,
and
and I saw that.
yeah, he was teaching, helping Mike and whatever. So yeah, I could see them as a couple.
I didn't because I don't. I hate the thought of an immediate attraction because there's no
I
substance
mean,
behind that.
what? Oh,
And,
okay. You can't. All of them with immediate attraction in.
no, because the thing about it is, because like I said, that's why I like Toby and Spencer. It built up. And so when they went through hardships and stuff, you can be like, yeah,
Well, yeah, because when Toby first met the girls along with Spencer, he was kind of attracted to Emily, and they was trying something, but it didn't work out. So okay, yeah, I could see
but
that.
him, I saw that episode when she went up in there because he was very insistent, which I didn't like. Because he was like, she was like, well, can I learn how to do martial arts or whatever? He was like, well, we're closed. But he was like, I'll take some time out for you. And I was like, you didn't ask how old this girl was or nothing. He was like, he was pulled out the whole schedule. I was like, well, I'm off on this day, this day, this day. I was going to be instructing a class this day, but I'm quite sure I could just kick all them motherfuckers out and teach you personally. And I'm like, you're too available. You don't got nothing going on in your life.
Mm.
But you see, because every single time you get a chance, he's pining over her. And I'm like, I don't like this dude.
Well,
This
like
grown man.
I guess they were try to take down the old whole grown man dating teacher thing.
It's still the same thing.
But he was college.
Still grown man, girl, and it's still grown. And I'm like, okay, so you couldn't find any students of any substance for this girl to have some kind of attraction to. No. Okay, I'm done with that. Let's talk about Ren and Spencer.
What did you think?
No, it was stupid. Just like I talked about Ian and Spencer, it was
Like
dumb.
I said, we're seeing Spencer a lot more, a lot more. Ren and Spencer. Um, well, I just say she was attracted to her sister's boyfriends because like I said, it didn't make any sense.
Mm-mm.
She was like, "Well, I want what she got."
Mm-hmm. Made her a very annoying character. We have Allison and Ian, just as stupid. Why in the hell are you in a relationship with this girl?
Also, of course, Ian dated. So he dated two of them.
All of these girls are sluts.
He dated Allison and Spencer.
All the girls are sluts. Ian was with Spencer, Melissa. Allison was with Ezra, Ian, Emily. Who else? I don't care. Hannah was at Noel, Caleb. God.
But their little relationship, we didn't see much of it because they said they dated while Ian and Melissa were separated. So, like I said,
All of these
the
chicks.
timeline, it all goes back to the timeline. Allison dated Ian, and Ian is older than them. Allison dated Ezra, so what? She was what, 11? I mean, I'm just
Jesus
saying. Like I said,
Christ.
it was a long. August was a long year. I didn't like this one.
This, I would say this. When it was building up, I didn't like it. Now, after a while, when Allison kind of calmed down and all that and stopped doing stupid stuff, I was like, okay, I could kind of see it. But the whole thing with Emily pining over this girl years after the fact and then had this automatic attraction to her and kicked Paige to the side and all that, no. All that build up, I don't like.
Like she automatically knew, yes, I'm going to be with Allison,
I did
and
not like that.
that's how they ended up.
The whole thing was she came back. They weren't together the 5 years, but they came back. Like the whole thing, they came when she came back 5 years later. Yeah, by this time Allison done stopped being stupid at this point, so she's actually a likable character.
I don't know.
But I don't like that it over. It was a Paige versus Allison. That's why I don't like.
Yeah, it took me kind of a good minute, probably I think up until the end, to actually trust Allison. I was like, I don't care. I don't trust Allison. Like she don't want Emily with Paige, so that's why she's doing that. So that's how the series had me, especially with Allison, because Allison was still doing stuff when she
Yeah.
came back.
That's why I did. That's why I didn't like it. Like I could see a Emily Allison, but I didn't like the whole love triangle of her and Paige.
Right.
But it's like, wait a minute. So you didn't show. It's like because even when she came back, it's like, okay, do you like her or not? But you couldn't tell if the old girl was playing with her or not because she did do it.
Right.
But it's like, but you're not offering Emily anything. Why are you mad at Paige? And the thing about it is that made Emily a weak character because Paige said that girl's got a hold on you. And the writers would have did a fantastic job if they could say if they would have been like, okay, let's let Emily's character actually grow.
Right.
But they did it to where she didn't grow, which the whole 5 years. You told me 5 years you can't learn not to like somebody that don't like you. Come on,
Right.
man.
Who went through all this to who like just sat in the shadows and watched y'all suffer. You're still gonna be like, okay, I still love her.
Which I still don't understand the whole. I liked Allison. I understand her liking Allison when they were younger, but why did it persist?
Right.
Like I don't understand. I'm done. Whoever said this saved, it did not save it. You're a piece of shit. I'm sorry. Stop lying to yourself.
Okay. Hannah and Travis. Hannah was trying to move on from Caleb, and then she met Travis. But they said she was using Travis to keep her mom out of prison, and Travis wanted to be more serious. But then all of a sudden, Caleb showed back up, and that was when he wouldn't tell her anything. So there you go.
Who the hell is Travis?
See?
Okay, next. Got these weak ass characters.
No, no, no,
Spencer and Caleb were sucked. It didn't make any
no,
sense for them to
no,
be together.
no.
It didn't.
Why? Who said it? Oh my God, who said it saved? You would literally do that to your friend. They got a picture of Caleb crying over Spencer. Then all of a sudden, you Spencer dumps you and you end up going back to Hannah, and y'all both been. Oh my God.
That's why I say I didn't like this like that because it's like Hannah, you ain't seen. Well, was Hannah? Did Hannah move up there with him?
Yes. And she was always so busy with work, then one day he just left. Then all of a sudden he ran into Spencer over the 5 years. They kind of got something going.
Neither one had neither one of them had a life.
Right.
And Spencer wasn't with Toby anymore.
Right.
So it's like whoever wrote this show's an idiot. There's no way in the hell either one of those characters. See that, and it shows you that they don't respect Hannah.
Mm-hmm.
But they'd be like, even if you do are attracted to him, you'd be like, that's my best friend. I ain't gonna do that.
Over the years that they first met Caleb and all their developments, nothing. Then all of a sudden one day you're gonna look up at Caleb and think, oh yeah, I could do him.
And but that's the one thing about Spencer's character. She always goes after somebody else's man.
That is true. LMG. That is true.
Whoever thought that was a good idea was just a freaking idiot. If I was Hannah, I wouldn't talk to either one. Well, I don't know because I'm not that type of guy that's be like, well, you dating my. But I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, this one
Who the hell is this?
I don't actually say.
This must be one of the times I ain't watching.
Okay.
This is one of the times I ain't watching.
Okay.
Ella and Zach. Who the hell is Ella and Zach?
Okay, here we go. Now I remember. He was the first owner. He was the owner of the Brew. The place they hung out at.
Oh, okay.
That Ezra bought after Zach left the picture.
Who's Ella Montgomery?
Ari's mom.
Oh, that the young cat that tried to marry her?
Yeah. Now I don't know why they say this hurt it because I mean they were so focused on the girls. Maybe they needed a different like they have all these storylines, so it was like okay, why not try to give Ella one? They after the thing with Ella's that with Arya's then they had her meet someone else. I thought it was pretty good. They had him turn out to be a total douchebag and a pervert. I'm like, really? Out of the blue. Then all of a sudden she said, I did notice some things while we were on vacation. You a grown ass woman. And you see something like that, you want to approach him about it right then. But you're gonna let it go on until the night of your wedding. And then all of a sudden, he's a douchebag.
And it's like, why would he try to holler at Hannah knowing she's close to Arya, which is your fiance's daughter? And out of all the girls that you could have did that to, why her? And why did you wait to when you're about to marry to do this?
Plenty of girls, and there were plenty of girls coming to the Brew. None of them. I'm talking about not a single one of them. You want to try to approach Hannah.
And then the way you did it, it ain't like you said something to her to kind of get her. It ain't like you tried to manipulate her or something like that. You was like, your boy ready. Call me. He didn't do that. I was like, gee. I was like, come on, really?
So, and after that, you never did see no more of him. I don't want it. Jenna and Toby, all it was Jenna was having Toby do sexual favors and to manipulate him. To whatever. to try to get over on him. I really didn't see that. He was just protective of her, and yeah, I think that hurt it, but I didn't see too much of it.
I didn't mind it because it kind of. I didn't mind it because again, it kind of made him put him in a very very precarious situation.
Yeah, but they didn't show a lot of it though.
Well, they didn't need to. I mean, you did see that he was like at her side.
All
So,
the time.
so that was like an interesting way to establish that relationship between those two. And no, it didn't hurt. It was actually an interesting storyline. Uh, and it again helped his character develop. So who said that this hurt? It didn't hurt. So I'm hurt by the word. I'm hurt that they found this hurt.
And I'm hurt that they think this saved it, because it didn't.
Hannah and Caleb was, oh, that was so forced. Caleb had no likable qualities like that. I mean, he was like a decent guy, but he was like he's the type of dude that your daddy would pull a shotgun on and be like, "Get your punk ass out my house."
Yeah.
That whole his whole storyline with her and the back and forth, and that's why I don't, that and again that's why Hannah's an airhead to me, and that whole
Right,
him.
and
I'm
and the meeting, how they met, and then to how it ended. They met. Caleb was staying in the school. It ended.
some reason
It
somehow.
ended with him. He knew all about how to hack. He was security, whatever you want to call it, camera security at Radley. He was working these different jobs, putting up security and stuff. I'm like, when did you have time to go to school for that? Because
Yeah.
it's like you was in Ravenswood hunting down your ghost, and the rest of the time you were following in behind Anna, trying to keep her safe from A.
And
So,
plus, I don't know too many homeless hackers. I don't.
so yeah, it no, and it just happened to just be out.
And Caleb got on my nerves because he is probably the one of the weakest characters in the bunch. He's one of the only reason he's in there is because he's like the quote unquote bad boy. That's it.
Mm.
That is all. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't do anything for the story or anything except complicate her damn life. When there was like plenty of other characters that she could have had a relationship. Now you see that one relationship.
Yeah, that one dude is not up there because just forget, just like he's so forgettable.
Hold on, which one are you talking about?
Jordan.
I was talking about Lucas. They didn't put that on there.
We did that last time, but yeah, I was talking about Jordan because it could have went somewhere. It could have, like you said, when I told you about it, introduced somebody else instead of having them go back to the same old, same old.
Yeah,
Nope.
Caleb should have went back to Ravenswood.
As soon as she said no and gave him back the ring, you did not see him no more. He didn't even go say bye, and that was it. And then now she's back.
Yeah,
With
that
Caleb.
I don't. I didn't. I said like I said with Allison. I don't like the fact Emily pined over Allison the entire time. I don't like the fact Arya pined over Ezra the entire time. I don't like the fact Hannah pined over Caleb the entire time. There's no reason these three. The only one of them that actually had a successful relationship, to me, Spencer and Toby. Despite the stuff that they did go through, they had the most successful relationship. There's no reason Hannah should want to get with Caleb, especially when you ain't seen this motherfucker in years. And it,
Okay. Calm down. We're on our last
Jesus.
one.
And this one probably the worst.
Yeah. Ezra and Allison, like I said, I keep bringing it back to the timeline. When I saw it, and when you see it, how old do Allison look?
Now she looks older, but in the story of the show,
When they were doing the flashback.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, this is the flashback.
But she looks older on this. But
But look
that's
at Ezra with the little curly hair, looking like a
freshman.
yeah.
The thing about it is she shouldn't have been. She didn't look like that. She doesn't look 18. Even as she said she was 18, you still check.
Right. So this all happened. Either see, it's kind of messed up because did it happen before her disappearance, or or after
It's
because
got to be before.
she was also dating Ian before her disappearance. So she was dating Ezra too, or seeing Ezra. See,
So
that's what I'm
what the
saying.
hell was Ezra doing around that time?
See, she met him at a bar.
That storyline had nothing, didn't offer
See,
anything
and
new
that's
to
what
the.
I'm saying, and that's why Ezra was stalking the girls. He figured it'd be a good book because of so
That's stupid.
yeah.
I'm be a creep just to get a book out. Wow.
So there you have it. I'm yeah, there you have it.
I'm sorry. There's no. You could put all these other people on here, but you can't put Hannah and Lucas.
Or Hannah and Jordan.
And he actually had a good, interesting story. He was, and it's a relatable one. He was a good guy. I guess you could say a nerd who ended up liking a popular girl, becoming friends with, and had to deal with the heartbreak. A
Mm-hmm.
good storyline.
Right, he let Hannah stay in his condo, like, and use his car, like,
But
really?
Caleb don't got a car. Caleb don't got no condo. Caleb ain't got nothing except this laptop that he got a no good dad. He's no good. He stole his laptop. I don't care if nobody
And
say he
then
stole it.
there, and then
I'm just gonna label
after
him
on the
that.
seventh season, he managed to produce all these phones for these girls. Like he kept just giving them phones, like as a like throwaway phones or whatever. He's like, here are your phones. I've already programmed all the numbers and whatever how you need them into. I'm like,
And if he was that good with computers, he could have easily found out who the hell A was, or stopped A from messing with him.
thank you.
See, I do not like his character. His character literally is just useless. The whole Ravenswood thing, that should have been a breaking point. The whole Spencer thing, that should have been a freaking
And
breaking
also,
point.
I know this one is about couples, but I have to say this: the one other part I did not like was when Arya kind of hacked into the system. Like, okay, how did you do that? And then she was like, I'm a quick learner. But no, that's not what happened in the earlier season. Because Caleb had to teach you. And all of a sudden you learned that in one day. So no, I hated that. Even though it was a little part, it came back to it.
I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm done with
So,
Pretty Little Lies. No,
so
Jesus Christ.
we finally did it. Oh, yeah, we finally did it.
Look. Anyways, guys, in the comment section below, let us know who are your favorite couples, who are the couples that suck, and if you say any that suck, Arya and Ezra need to be on it. Emily and Allison need to be on it. And Hannah and Caleb need to be on it. And if you're not on it, get off my channel. No. But go ahead and the comment section below and let us know, do you agree with our points about the ones that hurt and which ones that saved? Let us know which one is your favorite couples. And let us know who could have made better couples. Sorry, Jordan. But anyways, be sure to hit that like, share, subscribe, and that notification button to get the best of what we have on this channel. And we'll definitely catch you guys later. Peace out.